the one. My question is about a person that we're all familiar with. Everyone here knows this person. His name is ExxonMobil, because of course corporations are people. And you guys agree, right? Corporations are people. And I was going to ask, because this person is really wealthy. The CEOs in this country, over the last 30 years, have been getting richer, and now the typical CEO or executive makes 280 times what the average worker makes, which is unheard of in the rest of the world. And the CEO, one of these rich CEOs of Exxon, Rex Tillerson, just recently, I believe in front of the Council of Foreign Relations, admitted that science is right, and that global warming, global climate change is happening, and that there are going to be effects from climate change. And this was a big move, even though the armed services have already agreed that global warming is happening, and they're making contingencies to deal with it. But now the person, ExxonMobil, agrees that it is right. But all the Republicans still don't believe the science. And in fact, the other day, our Congressman Fleischman said something about when it came to global warming, he wanted to put Al Gore on an iceberg and set him out to drift or something. So that's a great answer to the scientific issue. So my question is, what this guy Rex Tillerson, who's multi-millionaire, he doesn't have to worry about it, said that even though this climate change is going to cause problems, that we can adapt. So I was wondering, do you think it's going to be that simple for us to just adapt? Or what should we be doing to try to, or should we be doing something to try to avoid the worst possible consequences of climate change? And I think this could be our hot button issue, because everyone I know right now is hot. Everybody out there is hot, and the Republicans are denying it, so we need to make this one of ours.
When that wealthy CEO in the 1% says that we can adapt, he means we 1% can adapt. We can buy filtered water, we can live in a bubble, we can have our foods made if we have to through hydroponics, and we will take away from everyone else and see the Saharan turned into, you know, a desert that the whole of Africa will be part of, and we'll see the islands disappear in other countries. And here in the United States, we will see continuous degradation of our groundwater and our drinking water, and more cancers and more problems. So when I say that I think this is an emergency issue with respect to our pollution, both with greenhouse gases as well as the metals and other contaminants that we're putting into our air and water, I mean this is a medical emergency. The amount of asthma has really skyrocketed. What I see when I look at all these things is that those multinational companies are taking over our natural resources. And we were asked earlier by our gentleman in the yellow shirt about our natural resources and protecting them. And those multinational corporations are trying to exercise eminent domain, take over our natural resources. Pennsylvania has a governor who has been bought by the fracking industry, and he will not even pass a severance tax to get any revenue for the state out of all that's being brought out of the Marcellus shale in the natural gas. So we really have to start to regulate our 1% and our multinational corporations and our really large corporations so that they work for the middle class again instead of just for the 1% who will be able to adapt while the rest of us die.